Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Moran and you are on Moran Arcana readings. So this is going to be a reading for the upcoming energies for the month ahead. So we're just going to have a look at where we are now, and what the upcoming energies are. So I will use the tarot first. I will put the oracles on the side for the moment because I'm going to use the tarot first, and then at the end of the reading I will use these oracles to get more messages. Just to let you know also, this is a general reading, so it's not a personal reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And also this is for entertainment purpose, so you don't have to follow everything that the tarot says. You still have free will, so it's not set in stone and you can do whatever you want at the end of the day. But yeah, let's go ahead with the tarot reading. Why I shuffle the cards? If you want to think about your situation, think about what you want to know for the month ahead, kind of like understand a little bit more and gain more clarity on your situation and where it's leading. Just think about all of these while I shuffle the cards. So I will shuffle the cards 3 times, so you do have a little bit of time to think about this. And if it's not enough, you can pause the video and wait until we go ahead with the reading. But yeah, let's go and see what are the energies for the month ahead. Okay, so we do have two major arcanas, which is, are the main energies. But what it says is that I will start with the world. There's the ending of a chapter. So you're closing a chapter and you're opening a new one. The world is also a card of completion. So there's something that you've accomplished, and you can be proud of yourself if you haven't had time to celebrate this victory. It can be a small victory or big victory, as long as it represents a milestone for you in your life. Don't forget to celebrate, because this is the accomplishment of this chapter. It could be anything. It could be like, for example, you wanted to open your website, your own website, or your YouTube channel, or your Instagram account, and you've always thought about it and you've never done it. Well, this month is where you've done it. So this month, or recently, you've done it, and now you've closed this chapter and it's time to move to the next step. Okay, so you see, it can be a small achievement like this, but it can also represent a big achievement. The world again is a major arcana, so it's a big energy. So it could represent a very much a bigger energy, like for example opening a business, or closing down on the sale of the house, or starting a new job, or starting a new relationship. It can be anything like this. Speaking of relationship, by the way, we also have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups can represent a relationship that you are currently in, and it just means that maybe you started a new relationship and you can see that it's going in the right direction. The Two of Cups speaks about two people being really connected on a soul level. So it's more than just a superficial type of relationship. It's a very deep relationship. You share the same ideas, you share the same values, you share the same beliefs, and you go along very well, basically. But it's not only love. It can be friendship. It can be obviously a romantic relationship, but it can also be a business partnership. So it could mean that you've established this relationship, and it's going well. It's going in the right direction, and now that's why you also can celebrate and close this chapter. So close the chapter and be like, okay, the previous relationships I had were not very good, but I gave this relationship a chance and is going in the right direction. So I can close the chapter of my old relationships and start this new chapter with this new relationship. You can also represent this, because we have the world there. But yeah, it means that, so it could also be, as I said, a business partnership. So it could also mean that left your job and you've trusted someone to be your business partner, and now you've established the plans and you're going to open your own business together or anything like this. But yeah, that's good sign. So there's good thing happening like in the month coming, where the relationships are going to be good, and also you opening a new chapter. And it's a very positive chapter because after the world, in a sense of like major arcana in the tarot, comes the Fool, and the Fool is really about new beginning, starting new, going on a new adventure, being, almost fearless to try something, because we just take a leap of faith and we believe that we can achieve what we want to achieve. So very positive things there. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. It's a very good card as well, especially on the financial aspects of things. But this person, you can see that this person has planted all these, flowers and everything, and now she's able to collect the fruits of her labor. So there are some bigger than others, but yeah, she's able to collect the fruits of her labor. And that could also mean that in the month ahead, because you're closing this chapter, and you're starting a new one, it could also mean that you can now see the results of your work. So if you've been putting work into a relationship or project or business partnership and you couldn't see the results yet, now the chapter is closing and you can see the results. You can finally see the results. The Nine of Pentacles is also representative of someone that has achieved, peace and contentment, but it's more related to emotion. Like it's not emotional, it's material. So it's more related to you've accomplished something and you can be proud of yourself, and it manifests physically in the physical world. It's not speaking about you reaching a milestone and you feel good and you feel at peace emotionally and everything like this. It's more like it's physically, you can see it. It's not internally. That's what I was trying to say. It's not a change that you see internally. It's a change that you can also see in the material world. So obviously you're going to be happy if you reach a milestone. It's gonna make you happy. So obviously there's a part of emotion, but it's also because you can see the results in the material world around you. You can see things manifest slowly but surely. So that's why there's a progress. Okay, so again, very good card. There is now the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is a card of new beginning, but it's more new beginning regarding something that you're passionate about. So again, you closing a chapter, maybe again, I said, you may be leaving your job and starting a business partnership with someone, but it's definitely something that is passionate. It's reviving the fire within you. You just let the fire within you guide you, the passion guide you, the passion for something that you love guide you. Okay, and this is also what makes you happy. And we can see that the correlation is that you're going to see the results of your labor, because you're going to be able to see physically the things manifesting around you, because you're starting something with your heart and your passion. You let your heart and your passion guide you, which gives good results. It's duplicated in this energy, which is the Knight of Wands, and it's definitely an energy of youth, of fire being reignited. So it's almost like everything is now closing. Like a chapter, maybe the beginning of the year was not the best for you, and now you can definitely see that this is the end of a chapter that was maybe not the best, but now you can see that it's getting better. You see the things changing around you in the material world, in the physical world, and it makes you happy. Your fire is being reignited. Okay, and you have this youthful energy. this fire energy, this passionate energy. The Knight of Wands is one of the fastest knights of the tarot, so things are moving quickly. Things are going to move quickly for you, but in the right direction. Okay, so it's a very good sign. Again, if you're looking for a relationship, maybe with these Two of Cups, if you're not in a relationship already, these two fire cards, and we also have the Strength card that is representative of Leo. That could represent that there's someone from the fire sign that is coming to you, or at least this person has a lot of fire in their chart. But yeah, these two cards are basically the results of this. The chapter closing and something new starting, but something you're passionate about. So it's not like you're going to start something new that you don't really like, but just because you're looking for change, you're starting this. No, you've evolved, and there's a chapter closing, and now you are looking to evolve into something that you're really passionate about, that you really love. So it could be anything, like I said, it could be opening your YouTube channel, opening your Instagram account, whatever it can be, or starting a new business with someone that you good friend with, but starting a business about something you love. So I don't know, let's say you want to open your business about Pokemon cards, I don't know. But this is representative of this. You have the fire within you now to be able to move ahead with something that you really love in life, and is going to be successful. You're going to be able to see the things manifesting in your real life, and I feel like it's going to be quite fast for you. Things are going to happen fast. Now that you've closed this chapter, it's almost like uh, it's almost like the door that was preventing you from moving forward is is closed now. So the things that were preventing you to move, they're all behind this door, and now you don't see it anymore, you can't feel it anymore, and you're just ready to move. It's almost like it feels like this energy of like really closing down a chapter, closing the door, closing the book, and putting the book in a bin, and you don't see it, you don't feel it, you don't think about it anymore, and that's freeing you. There's a big element of freedom as well with this. That's freeing you from your past, and that's making you move forward. I was speaking about freedom because there's a horse here, and the horse is a symbol of freedom. So there's a lot of freedom happening for you in the month ahead. Okay, you feel free, you feel like you're happy to close this chapter, you feel like you can finally see the results, and there's a lot of good things happening. And now we have the Strength card. So the Strength card is the second major arcana of this reading. And the Strength card doesn't speak about, physical strength. It speaks more about emotional and mental strength. So there is an aspect of you that will need to be strong still, because things are going to move so fast, and you're going to see things changing, that it's almost like you're not going to believe it. So you will need to be able to stay strong. Okay, stay strong and believe that, yeah, everything is happening and it's real, in terms of this. So don't let the emotions take away, or don't let your mental, your brain take over and say like, oh yeah, no, that's not happening, and you will fail, and all this type of self-talk that we can tell ourselves. But the Strength card also speaks about being able to tame the fire within you. You can see that there's a lion there, but you can also see that there's still a lady, and she's mainly staying a lady. She just has the lion because, as I said, like, it's a representative of Leo. So there's this lion, okay, but you can see that she's mainly still a human being. So there's this notion also of being careful to not let the passion within you, explode too much and burn all the things that you're creating. So there's these aspects of like taming the lion within. Like you can see she's half lion, and there's a lamb here, but the lamb is not scared, the lamb is safe. And there's this aspect as well of like being able to tame the lion within, because otherwise you will scare other people and scare scare things away, and you might burn everything down, everything that you're trying to create. And there's also the heart here. She has a necklace that is a heart, so it's also a reminder that yes, you can be a leader and you can be strong, but also remember that you also need to use some of your emotions. You need to, if you want to be a leader, you don't have to be a how can I say, a violent leader or a brutal leader, or a heartless leader, I would say. Um, you can also be an emotional leader, someone that will lead with both strength and heart and compassion and logic and all these type of things. So it's a little bit of like combining of these aspects of the strength card. But yes, that was the tarot reading. So there's a lot of good things happening. There's a chapter closing definitely, and it's going to lead to success if you just follow your heart, follow your passion, but also make sure that you are, taming the lion and the fire within you. So now we're going to look at the oracle card. So I will use this deck to pull two oracle cards, and then I will pull probably two cards from the angels as well, just to have a message from your angels. But let's have a look at this deck. So I will pull a few cards. This deck is quite challenging to shuffle, but I will do my best. As always, I shuffle 3 times, and then I cut the deck in three. It's a beautiful deck, but in round shape like this is kind of difficult to shuffle, but it's all good. So we have alignment, and we have change. Again, I told you there's big changes, there's a closing of a chapter, so there's no surprise here. So we have first alignment. It says you can do hard things, and yes, you can do hard things. There's a violin here, and violin is a very difficult instrument to master. It's very difficult, but when you do it, the reward is great, because it's such an achievement that you feel good about yourself. Okay, but yes, you can do hard things. So like all these projects, that all these new things that you want to start, it may feel like a lot of work. It may feel like it's going to require quite a lot of energy as well. But that's why you have the strength card here, because you will be strong and you have to stay strong. Okay, because you can do hard things. So don't be scared of starting this new project, starting this new thing, because you have all the things in your power to do it. You have the passion for sure, and if you let the passion guide you, you will always it will always be a good thing. And then we have change, number two. And by the way, this was shuffled, but we have number 23 and 22, so it's almost like they're following each other. Anyways, change 22 as well is a number of it's an angel number, so you can have a look as you can look on Google, for example, for angel numbers or mirror numbers. You have a 2 there as well, and there's number 21. So there's 21, 22, 23. It's almost like a following. It gives me like a following suit of numbers, and it makes me think like, yes, you closing the chapter, now you're going to move to changes, and then you're going to be aligned with yourself and start the hard things. Anyways, that's a message that I had to say. But yeah, change. Fear is not a good advisor. So again, I told you, don't be scared of starting these new things. Don't be scared of what people will say as well, because some people will obviously have things to say if you start something new. If you, for example, leave your job, if you want to move house or whatever, people will always have an opinion. But don't let this sway you one way or the other. Follow your heart and your passion and do whatever you want, because at the end of the day, it's your life. You know best what is best for you. If you want to completely change your career, just change your career. If you want to um, do your own things, move to a different country, just do whatever you want. Okay, it's your life, it's not other people's life. So just always follow your heart and your passion, and stay strong into believing in what you believe that you can achieve, because you can do hard things, but don't listen to the fear. Okay, don't listen to fear, because it's not a good advisor. It will always keep you in your comfort zone, fear, because when you're afraid of something, you don't want to take a leap of faith, you don't want to start something new, and it will always keep you in the same position, and you might not be happy in this current position. So now that you've closed the chapter, it's time to move on, it's time to start a new chapter. So don't let fear take over. Okay, and now I'm going to pull cards from your angels. I'm going to pull two cards just to see if we can have a message from your angels and what they have to say. So again, I will shuffle 3 times and I will cut the deck, and then we can go ahead with the messages. If you like this reading so far, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how it resonates. It really helps the channel grow. I've just started, and yeah, it will help. But anyways, let's go ahead with the message from the angels. So the first one, we have King of Ariel, and it's more representative of you, who you're going to incarnate, or what's the energy that you're going to incarnate on the upcoming month. And it says successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. So again, there's this aspects of you accomplishing something, closing a chapter, but as I said, this new beginning is also going to be successful. And what it says is your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, like I told you with the Nine of Pentacles, is more related to the physical world, the material world, and you can see the results showing up in your physical and material world. And then it says using resources wisely. So yeah, use your resources wisely, but definitely it's a good sign. You're going to be successful, your plans are working out well. So if you have a business partnership, for example, your business is now probably, like, your idea is going to be a good idea, and this business is going to be successful. That's what the angels are saying, your angels. And the second one, you have 3 of Gabriel, and it says prosperity arising from wise planning. Again, we only have good, positive cards that are telling you, move forward, go, follow your passion, your heart, and don't fear to take a leap of faith, because your ideas and your planning is good. And then it says time to take the next step. I just said that, I didn't even read, but that's been the whole theme of the reading. And then it says optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So again, as long as you follow your heart and your passion, you will have success in what you go for. Okay, you will. This is just what it says. And also there's a ship there, and the ship is usually a sign of, like, moving forward, taking the ship to go somewhere else, do something new. So yeah, I cannot say anything bad about this reading. It's all very, very positive. It's all very good. So you're going to be successful in what you are trying to do. Okay, so whatever it can be a new business, it can be, moving out to a different location, it can be starting a new relationship, it can be anything. But don't be scared, because it's very positive and it's going to be very good for you. So that was the reading for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments if it resonates. Please let me know how it resonates, and your life circumstances, basically. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. And thank you very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.